I'm wearing this scarf for contrast because I still have nothing on my wall, but I feel like it's not helping. But at least the back of my neck is warm, right? Hey, what is up guys? It is Annelies. Today I wanted to share with you guys my 2017 favorites. I've done, I think, only one favorites video before, and I don't even think it was like a yearly favorites, but you know, I was in the mood to talk about things that I like and share them with you. I really enjoy watching favorites videos because I always find little things that I should try out, and then I try something out and it turns out to be freaking great. Like the shampoo that I've been using for I think like 2 years, well, pretty consistently, I saw in a favorites video. And so I'm going to share with you some of my favorite things from this year. I've kind of decided my 2017 favorites is not going to be necessarily things that I got this year. A lot of them are, but it's mainly things that I could say I've used these products consistently through a majority of the year of 2017, but it's been things that have become staples in my life through this year. Just to give you an idea of what I've got kind of a lot, so stick around if you're interested, but I've got some food, makeup, tech, clothes, miscellaneous, and then music, audio things, podcasts, what have you. Food, makeup, tech, clothes, audio, if you will, and then stuff. I don't know how many fingers that was. If you are interested in some things that I really enjoyed this year, keep on watching, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get started. I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, by the way, and I'm hoping to get it uploaded on New Year's Eve, so if you see this before 2018, wow, I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with like food stuff. There's been two things that I have been obsessed with this year in the edible department. First is going to be this tea. I've never drinking tea before, but if you guys know me, I had like a lot of voice issues in the beginning of the year slash last year slash still. This tea was recommended to me and it was given to me by a friend, and it's called Throat Coat Tea and the flavor is lemon echinacea. I was told by anybody who is like an actor or a singer that this tastes awful, and it low-key did when I first tried it. And then since I've been drinking it, I've just gotten really into like drinking tea. Like I was gonna put this in here, but like I just got this cup from Disneyland. But like I've been just like loving, oh look, I got a cup and I'm drinking tea. Ah, it's so cute. I don't know, I've never been a tea drinker. My mom is a huge tea drinker. Literally like one of my earliest memories is like tea, making it for her, learning to, like that's probably the first meal I've ever learned. The first thing I ever learned to make was make my mom a cup of tea. But I've never been a tea drinker, and so it's just been really, I like the routine of tea, but also this stuff is great also for like a sore throat, or if you're just not feeling it, like this is great. And if you're an actor, it's good for your throat. And then the other thing I feel like people don't know I eat these a lot, but these are Austin cheese crackers with peanut butter. They just come in a little pack like this. You can get like a big old box of it at Walmart for way cheaper, and I throw these in my bag all the time because I'm on the go a lot. If you like peanut butter, if you like cheese crackers, these are actually really bomb, and these are like the cheaper ones too, so yep. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and move on to makeup, and we're gonna start with this because it's my favorite. So this makeup thingy, hello, look. This makeup thing is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power in Universal Taupe. It is a brow pencil with a spoolie on one side and a crayon on the other side. I mentioned this in the last favorites I did. I know I did, and that was like 2 years ago. I got this in an Ipsy bag years ago, and I was like, oh, I don't do my brows or anything. I'm gonna try it out. And like, I fell in love with it. It does my eyebrows. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup right now except eyebrows, because like, my eyebrow hair falls out. It's casual. You're learning things about Annelies in this video. But yeah, I love this crap, so, but check it out, it's great. The next thing that I think I got at the beginning of this year, but it is the Super Stay Better Skin. It says corrector, but it's like concealer, and it's by Maybelline, and I use 2 different colors. I have 20 light and 30 light medium, and I think I got like the 30 the darker one in the summer because I got tanner or whatever. Not by much, don't worry. But yeah, I like use this concealer all the time. It's nice. It's got the little doe foot applicator thing. It's cheap. It does what I need it to do. So sometimes this is the only makeup that I wear. I'll just put on some eyebrows and fill in the gaps, and then I'll just, you know, cover my designer eye bags with this stuff, and then like a little bit of redness on my face, and like boom, ka-chow, it's great. Okay, next thing is another makeup thing. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light for your eyeballs if you're doing eyeshadow stuff. I got it in an Ipsy bag, and I was like, whatever, I got it, like let me try it out, right? And then I tried it out, and it's actually my fave, and it's like, I don't know what I like about it so much, honestly. Like I think it's just, it's really, my eyeshadow stays on good. Smashbox is expensive, so I don't think I'm gonna be buying this once it runs out. But it's cool. If you do eyes and stuff, do that. Next makeup thing, which are like some of my faves, is I bought them at the same time. One day I went to Target after work and I was really sad, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go into Target and like just like look around, buy some makeup, whatever. I had seen this online, and this is by Pixie Beauty. Pixie Beauty is like a brand that's at some Targets, where at least where I live, it's not at every Target. They collaborated with two content creators, Aspen Ovard on this one, and it's Judy Time. She's like a mommy vlogger. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite genres of YouTube, is like family vlogs and like mommy vlogs and stuff like that. Don't judge me, okay? I don't watch her much anymore, but I follow her on Instagram. They did all this like line of collaboration of beauty products, and so I saw it online and I wanted to check it out. So this here is the Santorini Sunset Glowy Powder. It's a highlighter. I had a friend who used it, a lot in a show that we did together. Oh, I don't have a rag now. Frick on a stick. I'm just gonna... I was actually literally just wipe this on my tongue, which I can't do because I'm pretty sure it's not edible. I had a friend who used this every day in a show that we did together, and he loved it. I've had this for months and I haven't even like hit the bottom yet. And then the next thing is my favorite eyeshadow palette out there. It is, it's called It's Eye Time, and it's the only big palette that Pixie Beauty has, and it's just got all these like neutral colors, and this is more of like a blue black. It's like, oh, it's like dusty too, frick. So I did Beauty and the Beast recently at my college, and I used this highlighter, and my friend uses highlighter, and then I used this palette in like mainly like this area and like a little bit of like, it's just such a good eyeshadow palette for versatility. It's just really pigmented and it's nice and small. My only thing is it doesn't have a mirror. I think it came with a little like stick-on mirror in the box, but it's like a crappy mirror, so I don't have it on there. But look at that transition going into this little palette that I got, and which is perfect because they're like the same size and they're like a one-of-a-kind pair. Now, I got this palette from the Morphe store. I went with my best friend in Burbank, and it was like really overwhelming. But this is before we went to Denver to perform our show Cabaret at the American College Theater Festival. Yeah, that's right. I was in a touring production. You know, it's cool, whatever. But I had in that show, when we had premiered it at our school to then be entered into the competition and then selected to go, I had used a eyeshadow palette, and I only used like 3 eyeshadows, but the palette was like this big. And we were going to an old theater that was like renovated from a church and really small, and there wasn't a lot of like dressing room space. So I wanted a portable mirror. So I found this palette that has this mirror on it, which is super dope because it like stands up and it's a pretty big mirror. And then I got like all these little individual shadows, and they're like magnetized, so you can like see how you can like take it out. It's so rad. So these are all the eyeshadows that I used for that show. And then like I have ones that I've got from Ipsy that kind of just like magnetize in there. So I use this palette all the time. I always use this color, which is called Silk. See, look at that, just pops right back in. But I use this all the time to set my eyeshadow primer, and then I put like eyeshadow on top of it. This is like my favorite go-to eye makeup thing, and I love it because if I'm traveling, it's just easy to throw in a bag, and it's not messy, and it's just rad. Anytime I have to do my eyeshadow, I'm almost always reaching for these. I wish Pixie Beauty would come out with another palette like this size, just so that way I have more options, maybe some more blues and fun colors. I don't know. I know Pixie Beauty is watching. They're a huge fan of the channel. Okay, next, why am I like suddenly winded? I'm also hot, taking the scarf off, sorry. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to like clothes. yeah, we're gonna move on to clothes, and then we'll do stuff, and then we'll do tech, and then we'll round it out with the things that you listen to with your ears. First, favorite, which I got in 2016 when I went to Walt Disney World for my 21st birthday, and it was so cool, and I loved it, and I had so much footage that I filmed, and I never made a video of it because I just wasn't a fan of the footage that I filmed. So one of these days I'll do a Disney World vlog. But I got this sweater, Soup's Cash. Look, you got the big cheese right in the middle. It just says Walt Disney World 1971. It's gray. It's a zip up. Yeah, that's another thing. And this is a sweater this is my go-to sweater. I reach for this sweater whenever I need a sweater, whenever I'm cold, which is a majority of the time when it's not summer. I love it. It's so nice and like big. It's an extra large, I think. No, it's a large. Yeah, okay, so I have a theory. Disney clothes, if they're this gray material like Disney sweaters, they're perfect sleeve length for me, a tall, long person. Other colored sweaters like the blues and the red, the sleeves aren't long enough. So I don't know what it is with this gray material, but it doesn't shrink as easy. Like my blue World of Color sweater shrank and now the sleeves are awkward length. Not a fan. This jacket, love it, my go-to. It's spectacular. Next clothing thing is also a Disney thing. Shocker. I'm wearing a Disney shirt. I just got back from Disneyland. I'm on the Disney hype train. These two hats. I have worn this to death since I got it in September. This I just got on my trip, but I knew I wanted to get it because I had this black one, and it's just like a Nike golf hat, I think technically was what it is. I like wearing hats. Keeps the sun out of my eyes, my hair out of my face. I used to wear hats all the time when I was little. Literally, that was I had a hat for every outfit. But yeah, these hats are great. They are on the more expensive side because they're Nike, but I wear them all the time, so it's great. And this is one of my favorites. You can't see the stripes. There they are. They are my Adidas joggers. I'm wearing them right now. I wear them every day of my life, and they're so great. Listen, I've been wanting a pair of these joggers. I've been wanting a pair of joggers like this. I had like a couple friends who had them, and I just like didn't know where to get them. And then my friend, I asked him where he got his joggers, because like I could have just done that a long time ago, is actually ask somebody where they got something that I like, so maybe I could get it too. You know, it's just a theory. And I asked him, and he said Big Five, which is a like sporting goods store. It's kind of in the vein of Sports Authority, rest in peace. I went over there and I found these, and I tried them on, and they were great, and I haven't taken them off since. They've got pockets. There's like a zipper pocket right here. It's really great. They fit my legs. They're like not too hot, but also not too cold. Like I can wear it in the winter. I wore them to Disneyland, so I'm officially trash. These Adidas joggers have changed my life for the better. And then to go along with my Adidas theme of things that have changed my life, these are my Adidas slides. If you know me, you've probably seen me in these every day since I've gotten them, you know, because I'm that type of person that I find something I like and so I beat it to death and wear it always. But these slides are so great, and they're like, they're like foam, kind of, so they're crazy light. They're so comfortable. I got them for 13 bucks at Ross, and my world was changed. I wear these all the time. They're better than slippers because you can step in a puddle and it doesn't go through the shoe because it's this foam material. They're so comfortable, I could go on. Okay, and then moving over to another pair of shoes. These are my Keen Whisper sandals. The style is Whisper, and they're in the coffee liqueur color, and they're so amazing. Oh my gosh. So when I went to Disney World last year, I remember there was this gal who was standing in the line in front of us for Soarin' Around the World, and I saw her shoes and I like took a picture of them, and I was like Googling them, because once again, why don't I ask people where they get things or what their things are when I like them? I don't know. I just take pictures of them and like secretly research behind their back what's on their body. It's kind of creepy. It's okay. So I found that they were these shoes, and I ordered them on Amazon because they were like 20 bucks cheaper, and the price constantly fluctuates on Amazon for these shoes. It goes from $60 to $90 to $100 to $50 to $40. It's so weird. But I got them on relatively cheap for like 60 bucks, which is not cheap in my book. This is probably one of the most expensive pairs of shoes I own, but they're so worth it. I've gone hiking. I've put these through water. I went on my first hike this year in these shoes. I wore these to Disneyland, which is amazing. I've worn them with socks. The possibilities are endless. And I love this color because it matches most things. I could like totally wear it with this outfit. Like, I mean, I know, but I would. They're really great. I totally recommend these shoes. My mom also recommends them. She really loves them. The second to last clothing thing I have is these gloves. They are by the brand Alpine Meadows. They have the little touchy things on them so you can use your phone. I got them on Amazon for $11 or $12 and they're great. My hand, they are like a centimeter too small for my hands, but it's okay. Like, it's really fine. I think I don't know if they're like unisex gloves, but I should see if they have like men's gloves because those would probably fit me perfect because I have long ass fingers. These gloves are great because my hands get cold all the time, and especially while I'm driving, but maybe it's not cold enough to turn on the heater, but my hands are icicles. So I got these gloves because they have like, you can probably see it in the shininess, but they have like the gummy stuff. So that way, if I'm driving and I'm using my steering wheel, like one does when they drive, it won't slip out of my hands and I won't crash and die, which is awesome. They're my faves. I need to buy another pair because I almost lost these. Guess where? At Disneyland, because I feel like I spend my whole life there, which, cool. They're great. I love them. I've been using them all year. And then the last clothing thing I have, which is like an accessory, these are sunglasses. They're by the company Crap Eyewear. I think I got these like a year ago, and I got these this year off the website Poshmark. The style is the Human Fly. Weird name for an eyeglasses, but they're my favorite sunglasses. I think they look really good on my face. I think bigger sunglasses look good on my big old head. They're just really great, and then I got them in this fun teal color that's caught on my hair. I think I look styling in them. I wear them all the time. Don't leave the house without them. They're great. I mean, sometimes I do and I forget them, and then I get really upset. So now we're moving on to like things. So one thing I've been really loving this year, and I got started with this year, finally, speaking of Disney, is Disney pin trading. If you don't know what Disney pin trading is, pretty much what Disney came up with, I don't know when, I don't know the history of this, there's a whole sector of this on YouTube, so give it a YouTube Google. So what Disney has done is they've made all these little pins, so like this one has Tinkerbell on it, this is another Tinkerbell one, this one is like a cupcake that looks like Goofy, and then I have my whole board. Yep, I'm that person. Pin trading, I've got 10 pins in the past that I've really liked. So like I went with my coworkers one year, and so we bought, they have like a big pin set for like 30 bucks. They're really expensive, but they came with like 7 2015 pins. You can't really see that one, but it's 2015 and it has Tinkerbell, and then it came with like a Chip and Dale and a Donald and a Mickey and a Pluto and like Stitch and all that stuff. And so my group of friends that we went to Disneyland with, we bought this pack, or our friend Tom bought it for us. We each took a pin because it had the year on it. So cute, right? And Tinkerbell is my fave, so I took the 2015 Tinkerbell one. So I have one like that, and then every year that my mom and I have gone, we've always gotten a pin that was like the year, or like the 60th anniversary. I have a 50th anniversary one. When they have the 70th anniversary, well, I guess I'll get that one too. And what pin trading is you buy these pins or you find them, and in a lot of the stores in Disneyland, they have like a cork board type of deal that has pins on it, and then you have a pin that you have, and then maybe there's one on that board that you want, so you trade it. That's it. And then you can trade with people. I've never traded with people, I've just traded on the boards. And it's so much fun to collect them. And so this is my collection that I already have. The ones on this lanyard are ones that I just either got or I brought to trade. And then people walk around with their lanyards and they like trade pins all the time, and it's so much fun. And I actually went on Etsy, and people on Etsy, and I guess they do this on eBay too, you can buy a pack of pins for like, it ends up being like less than $1 each, but it's like 50 pins or like 30 pins. And so it's a random assortment of all these like misfit pins pretty much. Like I got this one that says Mr. and it's like a wedding pin, and then I got this one that's like a shield or something, and then I have this one that's like a medal but with like Mickey's head. This one just says Mickey Mouse on it. I have a lot of these like random ones that I got from this pin set. So it's cool because I bought that pin set and then I can trade for ones that I actually really like. So that's something I did. I bought like a pack of 30. And then I've been able to trade for ones that I actually really like the Epcot ones that apparently nobody wants, which is really cool. So pin trading, soup's fun, love it. The next thing is this Mead notebook. I take this, like, not this one in particular, it's actually been this one more recently. I have like 3 of these, but it's just a little notebook. It has movable folder, file folder, like dividers. It has a little pen holder. I take this thing with me like almost everywhere. If I'm bringing like my backpack, more than likely this is in it, because you never know when you need to write something down or take notes or put something in here. Like, this is my go-to thing for school for size comparison. You know, that way I always have paper. It's just one of my go-to things. I love that freaking notebook. Next thing is, it's kind of weird, but I migrated over to a little wallet and I absolutely love it. And it just zips open and it's got, you know, stuff in there and little pockets and then a little change thingy. And you know, $5 apparently, that's awesome. But this, I've loved having a little wallet because I had a big zipper wallet like this, but it was one that was like that big and it was so much to carry around. But this just fits in like everything pretty much, and it just, it made me downsize on all the crap I carry around. And then recently I bought this wallet. Look, my annual pass is right there. But I bought this wallet so that way I can put it in my fanny pack when I'm at Disneyland. Yeah, pretty much for Disneyland. Or just like if I only want to take a few cards with me somewhere and I'm wearing like my joggers, I can just throw this in the pocket. Like, the only thing is this is a lot heavier than this, and that way I only have like the necessities. So maybe I'm going out for the night, I don't want to bring all this crap, but I just want to have like my ID, a credit card, some money, and that's it. I can put it in my pocket because I've tried putting this in my pocket and it either weighs my pants down or stretches out my pockets. So this has been a good investment. I got both of these at Target. This is not the only one, but I had to share this because if you don't have a suitcase like this and you travel at all ever, like, please buy one. So I've always had these, like, they're low-key crappy, but they're not really that crappy. But I got these suitcases from the flea market and like they've done the job, they held my stuff, but they're awful to travel with and take through an airport because they just had the 2 wheels that only rolled in one direction, and you just want to die if you're carrying more than one thing in your hands and rolling that suitcase. And so after I came back from Denver, because we saw this suitcase in Denver, not this one in particular, but I saw a suitcase in Denver and it was orange, and I told my mom about it and she's like, we'll get you a new set of suitcases because I've been traveling so much. So God bless her soul, that was like an early birthday gift from her, so thanks again, Mom. But this is just one of the suitcases I have, and it actually doesn't match any of my other suitcases because the brand is Calvin Klein. I got it from Ross. They were pretty cheap, but it's a super good quality suitcase. I have this other brand, I don't know what the brand is, it's some random Ross brand, how they have those just random brands, but the highlight is the swivel wheels. And it has 4 of them, and you can just roll it upright like this. And I traveled in an airport for the first time when I went to my high school best friend's wedding. It was a dream. Spectacular. I brought my big suitcase with me. She picked me up from the airport, and then my nephew at the time was 2. He had just turned 2. And I just put him on the top and just pushed him through the airport because she had the baby and the baby carriage and I had all my crap. And so, you know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Put the kid on top of the freaking suitcase, just wheel him through the airport. It was so easy. They stand by themselves, nice and greatness and all. Check out Ross. They've got a lot of options for suitcases that are a lot cheaper than you buy them like online. And just like the rolly swivel wheels, like, improve your life if you travel at all. This is spectacular. I love it. Okay, next thing everybody and their mother has been raving about, I feel like just this year, but maybe it's been longer. I don't know when Hydro Flasks became a thing, but Hydro Flasks. This is my Hydro Flask. It is in Tiffany blue. This thing, I swear by it. I got this little lid on Amazon. It's by Take Ya, and it was like $7 for the lid. And it has this little spout thing that opens up and wow, that keeps you hydrated. It has a nifty little handle. This is like the wide mouth one, so if you try drinking this and walking at the same time, you're gonna get half that water on your shirt. But this is great. I put all these Epcot stickers on it and my own sticker with my logo. And I take this with me literally wherever I go. I'm obsessed with it. It does keep your water cold forever. I don't put hot liquids in here because I don't like drinking hot things. A Hydro Flask comes in tons of different sizes. Check it out. This is the 40-ounce one. It was $42 on Amazon. I love it. Okay, moving on. We've only got a few things left, folks. So next, this bag. It is by Disney and Loungefly. Yes, the plastic is still covering the label because I'm, once again, that person. But this is like a purse thing, which I don't know if you can freaking tell, but that's Maui from Moana. It's a Moana themed bag, but you can't tell that it's Moana unless if you're looking at it, but there's like the moon and sun and stuff and then waves and like this cute little tribal print that I'm obsessed with. And you know, it has a hand strap and like a handle, and it's so cute, and my iPad fits in here, and like not my Hydro Flask, but another water bottle can fit in there, and my wallet, and it's just spectacular. And it's got a little zipper in there. The only thing I don't like is that this is all open, so I don't feel comfortable using it at like Disneyland or in like public spaces that are close quarters, because somebody can just reach right in there and take your crap. But if I'm just like doing my thing during the day, then yeah, I'll take this, but I am a little bit more cautious of like keeping it close to my person and not just like setting it places because your bag is just open. So I want to see if I can maybe like get somebody to stitch a zipper patch in here, or if I can do it, because like I guess that's a thing I'm gonna try. But I love this bag. My friend got it from me from the Box Lunch gift store. It's super good quality. It's like leather. I feel like Loungefly makes really high quality stuff, and they're kind of like fancier stuff, but it's like, look, it's a Moana bag, but it doesn't look like a Moana bag, and I look like an adult carrying a purse. Plot twist, it's a Disney thing. So I love that bag, it's great. I've been using it a lot this year when I need to carry more than just like my wallet and keys, you know, and I want to look like a little fancy, a little cute and fancy. Okay, and the last like thing I have is this backpack. This is the North Face Wise Guy backpack in this freaking bright color, and I love this backpack so much. I didn't think I could love a bag that much. I use this for school. I use this for rehearsal. I use this for dance. I use this for travel. This is my carry-on. This is what I put my life in. I love this bag. It is so spectacular. It's nice and bright. It's got like green on the back and all these fun colors on the front. It's nice, so if I'm wearing it and I'm in a crowd, somebody can find me. That was literally something I was thinking about when buying this, is you're gonna get tired of the Disneyland thing, but get used to it. But my thought was, what if I'm at Disneyland and I'm in a crowd and people need to point me out in a crowd? Like I get lost in a crowd and somebody needs to find me. Like that was my rationalization for this. But also I just like bright colors, so there's that. But it's got a laptop sleeve in here. It's not really padded. The backing is kind of padded. It fits my 15-inch MacBook Pro Retina display. It also fits like my iPad Pro and all that crap. There's this little mesh pocket here. I normally put like my headphones or cables in there. It's got a zipper pocket right here, which is where my sunglasses normally live, which is really cool. And then it's got this front pocket, which has, you know, the normal little pouch thingy in here. And then there's like a pencil pouch over here. It's like a good size. Oh, chapstick, cool. And it's just great. You know, there's a little water bottle holders here that I don't put my water bottle in, honestly. I put like my sunglasses in there all the time, so that way I can easily access my sunglasses. I'll put pens in there. I'll put chapstick. My phone lives in there a lot because it's enough to where it like hides my phone away, but I don't have to take off my backpack to put it in a pocket. But yeah, I just absolutely love this backpack. It fits a lot. I can put a pair of shoes in here. I can put, you know, my sweater, my Hydro Flask, books, my laptop. I carry this with me everywhere, sometimes even if I don't have that much stuff. It's just a spectacular backpack. North Face, I've never had anything by them before until this bag, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. Guys, we've come to the finale ultimo with this video, and that is tech / audio software things. That's kind of like what I'm wrapping this into under the tech umbrella. So we'll start with this hard drive here. It's by Western Digital. It is the My Passport 4TB hard drive in orange. Orange is my favorite color if you didn't know that. Obviously you guys know I make the YouTube videos, and I like to save my videos on a hard drive, and my computer constantly gets filled with video footage that I have, and sometimes I like to save the raw footage, and so I've been putting that on this hard drive. I got it on Amazon for $109, which is relatively cheap for a 4TB hard drive. It's nothing fancy, USB 3.0, like it gets the job done, but what I like about it is how much storage it has to be able to save all my stuff on there. So if you're looking for a hard drive, I have not had any issues with this. It, like I said, does what it needs to do, pretty cheap, Amazon, and you can get it in a whole bunch of colors. The next thing I've been absolutely loving are my Beats X, which I think I got this year. I think I had to have gotten them this year because they came out this year, didn't they? I don't know. Little details. These headphones are great because they're Bluetooth, and then I have them on backwards. They're Bluetooth. They charge using Lightning, which is the same thing that the most recent iPhones charge with. You know, the current iPhones. Just plugs in your ears, and then what's cool is when you take it out, it magnetizes together, and you just hang it around your neck, and it's great. It has the W1 chip, which is what's in the AirPods, so it's really easy to connect to your devices, as well as once it pairs to one of your devices, through the magic of iCloud, it pairs to all of your devices, which is awesome! It has a microphone, volume control, 8 hours of battery life, but sometimes I feel like I get more than that. It's just really great. Love my Beats X. The next thing that I totally recommend to people is a Mophie power pack. With all my trips this year, not only just to Disneyland, but I went to Idaho for a wedding, I went to Denver for a convention, conference, festival, theater, whatever. This is great because it's got 3 USB ports, it's got a fast charging one, it has the milliamps on this is 20,000 milliamps. So if you're looking at like charging an iPhone 7, I think that would be like 8 to 10 charges, full charges of your phone, which is really great. I put my little logo on here so that way you know it's mine, but also that promo though. But I love this thing. I take this with me wherever I travel. It's about that size. They're not crazy cheap, but they're totally worth the money. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I got it from the Apple Store. You can also get it on Amazon or on Mophie's website. This is the extra large one. This is the Apple Watch Series 3 stainless steel 42mm, and my new favorite band, which is the Sport Loop, which I've been really loving because it's like Velcro. I wear my Apple Watch every day. It's a go-to piece of technology for me because I can access anything I need to, like phone calls. I can make, you know, phone calls, text messages, tracking my activity, having the time and date on my watch, Siri, using GPS, like pretty much all the benefits of the Apple Watch. Like I just love having an Apple Watch. It is an accessory slash tool that I have on me every single day, and I feel lost without it, and it's part of me. Yep, I am, yeah. But I love my Apple Watch, and I really love this band. It's super comfortable, easy to put on, it stays well, and I think I want to get it in other colors because this bright orange is like great and all, but it doesn't match everything. The next thing I've been absolutely obsessed with for a majority of this year was just like my iPad Pro in general, but I got the iPad Pro 10.5 inch in August, and then I gave my iPad Pro 9.7 inch to my mom because she had an iPad 2 that was 6 years old that I'm surprised was still running at all because that thing was so slow. But I got the 10.5 inch. There's nothing crazy special about it compared to the 9.7. 256 gigabytes of storage, Touch ID, which is great. It records in 4K video. It has flash on it, which is really neat if you do any video. And I have been using this actually for taking pictures more than I expected because maybe my phone is incapacitated doing something and I need to take pictures. I also love my Apple Pencil. I take notes on here all the time for classes. I have PDFs on here of my textbooks. It is absolutely spectacular, nice and small. Like, I love my iPad Pro. Totally, I'm a stan for the iPad Pro. I'll probably make a video about just the iPad Pro because I want to talk about how much I love it. The second to last thing that I've been absolutely loving tech-wise is this lens that I'm using. It is the 24mm, I always forget if it's a 24 or 40, but it's the 24mm Canon prime lens, and it's really cool because you can see that I'm in focus, but my background is not in focus, and it gives a cool effect that I really like, as well as I took some really awesome pictures on this camera so far. I've only taken pictures of just my dog, and they turned out really pretty, and I got this on Amazon on Cyber Monday for like $30 off, and so I bought the insurance with it, because buy insurance, people, you never know what's gonna happen to tech. Another thing that I really love about this lens is I bought it solely with money that I've made through my YouTube ad revenue. And that's something that I've said since I got my first penny through my YouTube ad revenue, is that until my money is coming in, so something that I've said since I made my first penny on YouTube is that until my money comes in consistently that I can start paying bills, I want my money for YouTube to go back into my YouTube. And a lens was one thing that I thought was really important to make my video, you know, visual quality higher. And then, you know, next thing is gonna be maybe a different lighting setup, a newer camera, because my camera is like 3 years old now, and so things like that. So that was really exciting for me, but I absolutely love this lens. If you're looking for a prime lens, 10 out of 10 would recommend. 2 things left, audio things. First is music that I've been listening to, and this is going to be mainly for my theater fans, and I've also shared some of this music with my friends who maybe weren't crazy into theater, who really like some of the songs on it. And it is the Something Rotten Broadway recording album, the Something Rotten album. Something Rotten is a musical, and it's about making a musical and a play and all that stuff, and I get to see it in just a couple of days. I'm so excited! I love it. It's witty, it's hilarious, the music is so much fun, they have great voices on the album. Christian Borle, who I love, plays William Shakespeare, and it gives you like a different view of William Shakespeare. Like imagine if he was like a Justin Bieber type, and like that's kind of a part of the storyline. So if you want to listen to some new music that is funny and fun and just like craziness and all that stuff, I highly recommend the Something Rotten Broadway recording album. I'll let you guys know how I like the musical in the whole sense, because I've not seen it before, I've just listened to the music. And then the next thing that is a favorite of mine, look at me being all dramatic, is a podcast. And the name of the podcast is Waterfall of Consciousness with Annelies! I have a podcast now! Look, it's me! This is just a picture, it's a screenshot, I can't play anything. But yes, I made a podcast. Look, that's my face and words, and there's a logo on the top. And it's a thing you can listen to on iTunes. If you look up, where'd it go? If you look up Waterfall of Consciousness with Annelies, that is me. I don't know if you can find it if you just search Annelies Feldman. That's worth a Google. Oh wow, okay, so if you just search my name on the podcast app on iTunes, I'm technically on SoundCloud, but I don't know how any of that works. But if you search Waterfall of Consciousness, you should be able to find it on SoundCloud. But it's a thing you can listen to with your ears. I have 2 episodes out, and it's something that I've wanted to make a podcast for a really long time. The first 2 episodes are just me just kind of talking about the podcast and talking about myself, and that's gonna be kind of what it is like me talking about myself, about things. The name Waterfall of Consciousness I talk about in the first episode, but it kind of stemmed from an idea of a video that I made that I decided to call Waterfall of Consciousness, you know, stream of consciousness, and then I was like just talking so much, I was like, well, it's a waterfall, it's not just a stream. Please go subscribe to my podcast if you're interested in listening to me talk in a non-video format. If you don't listen to it, that's cool. If you do listen to it, that's super cool. Give it a review, subscribe, share it with your friends. That's just so cool I can say that. Subscribe to my podcast. And that's where I'm gonna end this video. Those are my favorite things of 2017. I hope within this favorites, maybe you found a new favorite, like my podcast. Look at that promo. I hope this was informative, educational, entertaining, and enjoyable in any sort. At least if maybe you didn't find anything that you liked, you listened to me blab at the camera for a very long time. I hope your new year is safe, it is fun, new things of happiness and joy, and a lot more smiles than sad moments come to you in 2018. That is what I'm hoping for myself. I'm putting it out in the universe, you know, send it out there and hopefully it'll happen. But I also gotta make it happen. That was weirdly inspirational for the end of this video. I don't know where that came from. It just kind of spilled out of my face. That is everything. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you enjoyed this video, if you like me doing favorites and you want me to share more things like this, give this video a thumbs up so I know, or comment down below. All my social media links are in the description below as always, as well as the link to my podcast. Okay, I gotta we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's, a safe New Year's, a happy New Year, a wonderful 2018. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!